Man, let me tell y'all what happened this morning. Let's start from last night, actually. I got a call from someone who I haven't spoken to in like a year. I didn't even know this guy still had my number still. But the reason why we stopped talking is because I just stopped responding to him. I found him to be very mentally draining. And he keeps telling me about his rap career and how he's going to be famous and stuff like that. Yet, literally never puts out music. Never. And when he does, though, I won't say never, okay? When he does, like maybe once every like 8 months, he doesn't even promote it or do anything with it. And then he complains about why nobody's listening to the stuff and blah, 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 this and blah, blah, whining, whining, whining. So I just stopped picking up his calls and stuff, right? But it's been about a year. So this time I answered the phone call, though I did stare at my phone a little bit because I was like, oh, I'm debating. And when I pick up the phone, he's telling me like, he's updating me. He's like, how he's making beats now, he's a producer. He's not a rapper anymore, and that he found Christ and all this stuff. And I'm like, that's cool. And he's like, yo, man, I Christ, I found Christ. You want to go to mass tomorrow with me? And I'm like, I can't receive communion. I'm not Catholic. I haven't received the sacrament. I'm not against going to church. Like, you want to go to mass tomorrow? I'm not against it, but you see, like, hold on, my phone went. I don't know. You hear that? Let me say one take. Let me mute my phone. Sorry. Anyway, but yeah, I'm not Catholic, bro. Like, so if you see me not participating in any responses or other activities besides respectfully praying with the rest of the church or whatever, or kneeling, then don't take it personal, And he's like, that's okay. You will technically be a visitor, and during communion you could just sit down. No bread and wine for you. Okay, come to my church, right? And he sent me the address. And I'm like, okay, so I mean, when do you want to go? When do you want to go? And he's like, let's go 7 a.m. tomorrow. I'm like, 7 a.m. That's mad early, bro. But wait, that might actually work. I go to the gym at like 5 a.m. I'll work out for an hour, go home, change clothes, go straight to church. Working out, working the body and soul. Hey, I'm down. Let's do it. So boom, I go to the gym this morning. I finish up, head home, eat some oatmeal, change clothes, and I start heading to meet him at the church, right? We show up about 15 minutes early, okay? We walk in, and again, I'm not Catholic, but I'm going to respect the traditions, okay? I dipped my finger in the water, did the sign of the cross, and kneeled in the direction of the tabernacle, and then I sat down. So it's a weekday. So the ceremonies are very short during the weekdays when you go to Catholic church or whatever. So it was like 25 minutes. So check this out. The ceremony ended. It was a good ceremony. Peace be with you. Thanks be to God. The Lord be with you and with your spirit, yada, yada, yada. So after it's done, people start leaving. It's 7:30 at this point. People got to go to work, okay? So I put the Bible away in the little holder area because I want to go home too. And I look over. And remember, I came to church with this guy who called me and I haven't spoken to forever. He's the one who invited me. And he's sitting next to me. I look over while putting away the Bible. This guy is on Instagram looking at thirst traps. He's looking at Instagram girls shaking ass. We just got a blessing from the priest and concluded our rights to the church. And the first thing you do while still in church, you haven't even left your spot yet. We haven't even left the seats. Is you're watching some white girls shaking ass in yoga pants? So I'm like, I look over, like I said, I was putting the Bible away, and I look on, peeking over to his phone and stuff. I'm like, what are you watching? What are you doing, bro? What are you watching? And this guy is like slow or something. I don't know, respectfully. Okay. Like, read the room. We're in church. And like, when I asked him, like, what are you watching? What are you doing? He brings his phone closer to me. Like, he starts lifting up, so he's showing it close. And then he keeps scrolling. He's like, yo, she's so hot. I've been following her. And then he exits out of her profile and goes to his follower list. And he shows me two other Instagram girls who, P.S., when he showed me their Instagram profiles, their bio had the, yes, I have one, link in bio. So you know what that means, right? They got a OF, right? So this guy is showing me this stuff. And it's like, you're basically showing me porn on your phone, bro. See, this is the problem with y'all. We're in church, you showed me porn on your phone? Come on, bro. Like, we haven't even left our seats yet. And I was like, I just told him, like, hey, I gotta go to work. I'm leaving. I'm not even gonna entertain this. So I literally scooted out of the seat and I leaned over to dap him up before I left. And he didn't leave with me, so he's still in the seat, right? And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna leave this guy behind. I think this is weird. Plus I really want to go home at this point. It's early in the morning. So I'm walking towards the exit. And again, respectfully, I kneeled in the direction of the tabernacle, did the sign of the cross, and as I open the door to leave the church, I look back, right? And he's still in his seat on his phone. Still in his seat on his phone. Whole time. This is a big church. I had, you know how long it took me to get to the front of the church to kneel and do the sign of the cross? This guy's just sitting in his seat alone. This guy is practically ready to start gooning in church. It's crazy. Crazy. Look, clearly God won't save Gooners. I gotta be like, Christ won't save Gooners. I'm sorry. Maybe times have changed. I don't know what to tell y'all. Yeah, seriously, like this dude needs therapy or some form of counseling. Clearly faith is not helping him enough. You know, listen, you know what? Look, I'm not mad that I went to church with him, you know, this morning. You know, it's 30 minutes in my time, okay, whatever. But I don't got time to entertain this any further, okay? Guy is lost, like he's a lost soul. He's over here, and then like I'm like, bro, what you like? I'm giving him like, what are you doing? Like this is weird type of stuff, and he's like, oh, he doesn't even read the room. Yo, let me show you these girls twerking, like, bro. I don't got time to entertain this, all right? You know what I'm saying? It's been over a year. I was trying to be nice, but bro was boxing demons even in the holy temple. Hey, at least, you know what? Let me say something positive about this guy. At least I'm seeing his growth in a sense where when I spoke to him before the ceremony started, he seemed to be mentally in a better place, but clearly he got other things that need to be resolved. Look, nobody's perfect. We all got our own little things going on, but man, this makes me very sad. Addiction like this is a serious issue for some reason. Like, I wouldn't say for some reason. I know why it's an issue. Look, like, yo, I understand if you consume stuff at home because you have needs, right? You know, everyone got needs, but there's a place and time to enter a state of extreme arousal and entertain it. There's a time and place, man. Anyway, this episode is found on Spotify and YouTube. I'm out.